This is going to be a weekly outlook for NQ and ES. On the monthly, we really don't have anything to work with, so let's go into the weekly. On the weekly, we have this fair value gap right here, a weekly fair value gap, and also right here, we have this volume imbalance. Just a note on your chart. I believe we will be heading down into this bullish fair value gap, and this can also be some type of order block as well, so we can also note that. Step back. Now, this we can note as well into order block. On the daily, we have much more information where the daily high was taken, and now this can be some kind of sweep. If anything, on Monday, we can expect something like maybe jump up here, go back down. The reason I say that is because right here, if we draw out this wick, this would be 50% of the wick, which is consequent encroachment. And if not, it can probably go up to like 25 or 75 of the quadrant. So just to note that, I don't think this wick will be taken. However, I mean, we are in a bullish market, but this weekly fair value gap does look really nice. The other thing I would note is this weekly high was taken. However, we're still closed above it, so it's still bullish. But on the daily, I don't like what's happening with ES, and I'll show that in a bit. But on the NQ, it's looking a bit more kind of, I want to say like suspect that ES is still making these SMTs and NQ is making highs. So one of these indices is going to have to crack at some point because the correlation has to come back. So now looking at the daily, we are looking at this fair value gap down here next to this order block. So let me note that. And most likely this fair value gap is the main target, which would interfere with this inverse FVG. So lots of support in this area. I just don't know exactly where we would like just stop because I would need to see what happens on most likely Wednesday with the Fed. So after that, I believe I would have a clearer picture of where we would be heading. So I'd probably make a video by then. But from now, this is what NQ is looking like. And I don't really like how, well, let's just go into ES right now. To make it easier to read, I have put NQ on the left, ES on the right. Let me move this in the middle. And to show you the SMT, we have NQ making higher highs while ES is making a lower high. So this is your SMT right here. We can label that. We also want to label this fair value gap inside with this volume imbalance. So this is a bullish fair value gap with the volume imbalance connected to it. We also want to look at the daily for this because this daily has some nice liquidity points. Right here we have relative equal lows connected to this liquidity pool down here. So there's lots of liquidity down here, and that can be a very nice target to enter in here. That would give more bias towards bearishness on the next week. And also, if we look more deeper into here, this wick right here did not pass anything of 50, and I don't believe this wick will pass anything of 50 next week as well. And if we go into the 4-hour, that would most likely go into my bias that we will probably go into this bearish fair value gap, not go above this at all. This could probably most likely be the order block, a bearish one. And right there, that would take us straight down into the area shown below. On the 1-hour, we also saw that ES did not go even into the gap, the fair value gap. And from there on, it might just cruise down lower. We might see a gap down on Sunday, but I'm not going to speculate that. I would just remain with bullish on Monday, but then the rest of the week bearish until Wednesday most likely because of Fed. So that's kind of where I'm aiming at. To add for this outlook, we also have lots of data coming out next week. We got PMIs on Monday. Tuesday we got core retail sales. Wednesday, we have obviously the Fed, most likely expecting a cut. On Thursday, we got unemployment claims, GDP, and Friday, we have PCE. So lots of data. I still believe that Wednesday might be a reversal point. So that's what I'm kind of aiming at. And that's my bias for the week. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Drop a like, leave comments if you guys need any other indices or any other stocks, anything like that reviewed, and I'll add it to the outlook. But for now, I'll see you guys in the next one.